Hello. All right. Defense has done some pretty good work, so I think we get an opportunity to try some stuff that we otherwise normally would not get to do. Sounds good to me. Sounds fun to me. All right. Hello, hello. What do we got? We got Ahsoka. We got LV. I think my defense has thoroughly held. So consequences are less consequential, but still aim to be surmounted. This is a Sorticron. I'm gonna do this anyway. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I think I must have remodded Meryl when I put her in Grey Mother for a while, and she was just rocking worse mod since. To be perfectly honest with you, with Sorticron, I bet that this is not enough anyway. It will just make Marin slightly harder to debuff. Yeah. So about 50% chance to resist detonators, that is still value. That we will run it anyway. Sorry, did I say 50%? I meant 100% or 0%. My bad. I think I'm just gonna hit this actually. We'll duck some damage. Probably take away their assists. Alright, that should be a satisfactory number on the sides. Mostly. Why am I not going infinite? Alright. Fuck Sorticron. Get me out of here. We do need to be careful. Do we need to be careful? He's kind of resisting everything. Yeah. Thought him out. And now we're good. I appreciate you, Trader Thoughts. It's been a very interesting week in that respect. But yeah, the V4 numbers are out. Delta 3 being brought down a bit lower, so we'll have to test and see where things land, but hopefully in a healthier spot. I still haven't done my 1 and 2 testing for this week either, but I really wish Conquest was running at the same time, but I did finally get to Sector 4. So the next few days should hopefully be chill. Honestly, tonight especially. I'll probably just do some 2x KO and then go do some testing. Time pending, I guess, but should be doable. Conquest energy packs. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I think I caused them to go away because the one time that I decided to get greedy And I was like, normally I would buy it at the top of the set and then hold it, but the last few sets, it would come back at the halfway point. And so I was like, you know what? They've always been coming back at the halfway point. I'll stop being cautious. I'll spend all of the first one, and then I'll just buy the halfway point back. And then the halfway point back just never showed up. I was like, all right, fuck, man. That's divine retribution, I guess. I was not patient enough. No, I mean, look, man, it was pretty crazy what I had been doing ever since those packs came out. Am I surprised that they're going away? No, not really. Is this Jump dying, by the way? What's going on here? I did not stack a massage at all. I think we're on a rate, but holy fuck, I was not looking. Sir? Oh, he might just kill the TM train and see if he dies to Plague. Alright, we did get there. Will you worry about this counter unless you pump relics into Delta? So, the shit that I was working on the last few seasons actually might have a lot of bearing there, ironically. You're gonna have to make sure that your Talzin is correct to be able to do it, but the results I was getting out of, like, fishing for revives and getting Asajj online and stacking her, and then resetting, well, it's, like, kind of fucking crazy. And I want to say that, like, the last couple of weeks, so right now, like, what I normally told you in this spot is it's risky to fish for revives because if you hit Talzin, then Talzin has to die naturally, and you might just hit Talzin over and over. The thing we ran into is, so you fish for Talzin revive, or you fish for revive, you hit Talzin. We call that the low roll normally. You get the revive back before Talzin dies to debts. So, if I'm correct about this, which I think I am, it should actually be guaranteed. Because what you do, either you hit revive, Asajj comes back, you're just off to the races immediately. You hit revive, Talzin comes back, Jabba rolls debts on Talzin, you flow extra turns to get revive back before Talzin dies. You hit revive again, Asajj comes back, Talzin dies to debts, and so basically, no matter what the RNG outcome is, you end up with the same game state. I should have fucking tested that today. It was completely out of mind, honestly. Like, Relic Delta testing, all the other stuff, 2XKO just has my mind, like, very off of this 3v3 season. Not that I'm not interested, but, like, also 5v5. Like, last 5v5 season, it was just, like, such a big mental load. I have no idea what the fuck is going on this season, to be honest. Today was a mercy, because I am woefully underprepared. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Like, honestly, so Relic Delta, if you R10 Marin or R9 Marin, that is plus for the matchup. The thing that I think you have to be scared of is... Well, sorry, let me be clear. It's not even just R9 or R10. If your Marin is higher or Relic Delta than your other characters, then you're naturally favored to get to what you're trying to get to, which is Marin Last Standing. Right? So if you have, like, R5000 or R5 Asajj, R7, 8, 9 Marin, you're just that much more favored. Unless, specifically, I think Relic Delta means you have to start respecting Boba more. And that might be tricky. It's a weird tightrope to walk. Boba, I think, uses his AoE on the first turn, so, like, timings are a little bit tricky there. Like, Relic Delta, unless it's, like, an R9 Boba, I guess, but even then, probably not. Like, R9 Boba's AoE isn't just gonna, like, one-shot your team unless they're just, like, insanely hyper-squished. Even then, I don't think Relic Delta at its current numbers would do that. But it's still just, like, a factor, right? It's still something you have to think about and be sure of. Alright, what are we doing? Sorry. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, I started the stream late for this exact same reason. There is just so much shit happening right now. I'm fucking overwhelmed. Normally, cop out, I would just see this Obviously, this is like very targeted against Great Mothers. I assume turn meter as well. Yes, sir. 52% health is a pretty good number as well. What if we just run this shit? What if we just say, I don't believe you? Do we bless Morgan? Also, someone asked me something. Have I seen the Marin versus LV stuff? Depends on what you're specifically referring to. I know LV has off meta that's not typically done, and that Marin is well favored, but I don't know if you're talking about Classic NS or GM. GM with Marin against LV is something that I ran into on accident in Squad Arena. It was on the to-do list for testing. I just, you know, they have had higher aspirations. And LV just had BKM, so I was kind of just like, eh. If it ain't broke, fuck it. Blessed are the Morgans. Please go away now. Thank you. Madam, that did nothing. Alright, there's literally nothing to think about here. Alright, this is the autoest auto I've ever seen. Do we ever care about basic only for, like, speed, delta, shit? If you leave the Mother Talisman at R3, maybe Boba Awi does just kill her. If your Mother Talisman is, like, Relic 3, I would probably be scared, yeah. Isn't it, like, 200% damage or some shit like that? Yeah, I would at least bring it to R5. But look, man, I'm going to bat for a lot of things. You have to draw the line somewhere. I don't think around 300,000. I think that's triage. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna be out here vouching for Relic 3000. I think that's exactly what CG's trying to stop. Just gonna be real with you. I heard that Boba E was good. I know that there was the one Marin bug, but I've been in those exact situations ever since, and it hasn't popped out. So unless you know something about it, I actually don't know. You guarantee side stacking, but you need someone to be able to call. The Terminator comes from a revived sister or a dead sister reviving a basic. What the fuck did we do against Lord Vader last season? Raw BKM sounds like it would lose. Hang on while I scout myself. We have 35 minutes. This is very productive. What did I do against LV? My opponent didn't post LV. Got it. Rigoberto. Surely he posted LV. Rolocron, a BKM. Oh god, this was the fucking cursed matchup, wasn't it? Like the weird bug. Oh! Yeah, sure. Just fuck my shit up. No, it doesn't dies the Boba AoE, then you can use basically to revive her and stack. Boba stops revives. The good sir. You won't do shit with her. W does not stop revives. I confuse myself with Django. Apparently I have. Fair enough. I fell for the classic blunder. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with my 1-month-old self. The fuck is up with this matchup, huh? I mean, the biggest thing is everyone was using defense crowns back then, which I said was shit back then, and I still firmly believe on. Hey, look, this is the crown that I was using last season. A way better pile of stats. More relevant to the matchup. Get vindicated upon, self. Why are you not dead? Alright, so he's dead as dead gets, right? Is he proccing the cell fuel before the dots register? Motherfucker, how are you existing? Wait, where's the revive? Oh, yeah, door to 66. Sure. Okay, paper by the 1,000? Yeah. Then yes, potentially. Did you hear Yoda? No, I just have game sound effects on. That's what you heard. Does this work? I'm just gonna assume yes until proven otherwise. That sounds eminently reasonable. Only 40% health is kinda meek. We have an amp bag run. 61% protection, but we don't really care about that here. Sure. Are you clocked correctly? I'm not gonna look. Fuck it. We do need to make sure we actually like stop and win the game at some point. All right, we are clock correctly. Cool. Wrecker looks like he might be protection based. That's less ideal. Mm-hmm. Baby steps. Could I land a hit, please? Also, why didn't I get a bonus turn? Alright, that's probably dead. Okay. We need to figure out what we're doing at Bad Bash this season. If we're doing shit like this or Great Mothers, we need to remod Wrecker for what I assume is health, and that was a protection Wrecker. Because the way this normally works, if we're running Wrecker instead of Hunter, we need... Like, once Crosshair gets to... Like... Yeah, it doesn't even have to be 0 stack. It, like, as long as you get down to, like, 1 to 3 or 4, you could usually bail your way out. Where are we? Sir? Oh, yeah, but how's your health pool? Fucking plus 9, 12. Fantastic. Love to hear it. Yeah, that's why that felt so bad. Happens. Maybe would have preferred to have that against Balin, actually, huh? Running this matchup with no Gungan Crown? Is that even possible? I mean, well, they're just going to go into DI either way, right? But if we hit the DI here before, or we just do that, that's pretty cool. Gungazar squad I really ought to refamiliarize with at some point. You kind of get away with murder not knowing everything and just knowing the broad strokes, but it would be good to know that was going to happen before that happens. Yeah, indeed. Why are you here? I remember posting you. Ew, leave. Go. Well, while you're here, do we have enough damage to kill Cal? I keep forgetting that fucking preload against Cal is less than pleasant. I am dispelling the crit immunity. Whether that's a mistake or not, we will find out. It looks like it's not a mistake so far. Grab both locks. Why am I not healing immune? Is it resistible? Really? Alright, so the running theory or assumption for this team that we're fighting is that Ray 9 genuinely just makes the team worse, so that you should use it because she just ults too often and you never get enough whirlwinds to actually do anything. So far, we are still on the first decoy and it hasn't even died yet. And it's not like I'm limiting my damage either. We're just hitting shit. Yep, there's another whirlwind. First decoy is still alive. I don't know, man. I'm feeling pretty vindicated. Immune to healing immunity? Is he actually? I mean, shame on me for doubting my boy, but just why do so many good units just have free extra clauses on top of the shit that already just made them good? Why does Record 2 just give you 75% tenacity? Technically, I kind of wanted to test with a 2v3, but we needed a baseline, I guess. Alright, what am I doing? Am I doing anything? Or are we abandoning the ship? Oh, he exists. Right. Is this losable? I guess we'll find out. Oh, I do want to get to ships though, because I do want to use B-Wing. I don't like the foresight, but fucking yeah, that. Actually surprised that didn't have damage. That was pretty overqualified, but also probably. I am very. I just cannot remember what Last Super even looked like. So for all I know, maybe Bane without Malik is standard, and Malik was just an overspend. Um, it's not assists. It's a good amount of health with shielding on top. The health doesn't help the decoy much. I did use Nightcrawler with Grey Brothers for better or worse, although whatever, man. That fight was a little bit dicey. Probably not preferable to spend that shit in that way. Or to hedge and leave her alive. Is what I'm trying and failing to say. I mean, you... Wait, how... Is DR with Wampacron funny? That sounds vaguely funny, actually. Or am I stupid? Is it just fucking Wampacron? I like how you filter by leader and Wampa doesn't show up as a squad. I guess that's Anika's hole, so... Alright, I guess I'm just stupid. It's probably just Wampacron. A little bit spicier than I would like. A little bit dicier. But then again, we did do 2 million damage on basic. Crew lead Dre FOTP. What else is it? Zori Mace. Yeah. Sure. We're not doing quite as much damage as I had hoped. Just kidding. I suppose. Not great banners, though. Still just have major trust issues with Malgus in this matchup. Like, I understand that he's a Sith and he cannot be investigated. I also understand that Shatterpoint is just like, fuck your entire game plan. And that's not usually the type of life I want to live. Do we just do Malgus anyway? It's Malgus without Malik or DR, though. Nah, honestly, fuck that shit. I don't know, man. That sounds miserable. What if? Vanguard Bowl? Maybe to rush investigate sounds funny, but at the same time, like, what if the Ayla pass would be bad for KB? But we could just basic. We don't actually have to mass. Enemies called assist all other enemies lose 8% turn meter, which can't be resisted. Unless I really wanted to do stuff with KB, Joe. But what and where? Promos we don't have revive ignore with KB lead. Or revive prevent, not ignore. Shut up. They're immune to ability block, right? Promos were not fast enough. We don't cash out the 65. Sorry, how did you go to... Oh, the fucking death mark. I feel like we've done this matchup before, actually. Wait, the snipe, I thought dispelled enemy buffs. I don't remember dispelling allies. Excuse you? Yeah, the dots already threw her into that mode. She didn't even get to take a bonus turn. She bugged out. I see. See, now I do wish I did KB base or some shit. Maybe, okay. What if the idea was right, but the package was wrong? What if it's literally just Mace, Temple Guard, Handcuff on GI? The tanks can't revive. Fuck, I'm at a throne. That actually might have been a decent idea. Alright, we got 14 minutes. I do want to fuck around with B-Wing if possible. Hello, Loki Boat. Limit test Malgus. Or what? Saws on defense. %. It's really the best it gets, so. A bit lacking for options. The consequences. Oh, he has doubt on him. The Force is kind of fucking us, unfortunately. What basic was correct, not weapon tech because of the doubt. I missed my window. My mace window. Alright, fine. I'm not gonna sacrifice B-Wing testing for this shit. Not really many good options to choose from. They do have healing immunity, which is still going to be annoying. What are they rocking? You're saying Reina is bad. Actually, do I look at Sit 24 with a different 9? Not really. I mean, I would just go some generic, like, high health stats with the shielding, light side shielding, level 3. Fuck, I missed the protection regen. I mean, I guess we weren't getting full anyway. I have no idea this is safe. It's probably not. BT1 Haywire hitting Allied Deathmark is so fucking tragic. I completely forgot that resistance still has a set, so resistance stun is still a thing. That's probably bad. We just don't have the damage presence to kill Zori with that. Sure, I'll still bank it. Excuse you? Pop up windows? Guard time? Fuck no. Well, I don't want to fuck with B-Wing testing, but the Mandalorians do have auto cleanse, but they do still do enough damage that you could bounce down off instead of just cleansing the resistance stun. Fucking, yeah, sure, bud. I don't think I have buffs, though. I do not. Now that's fan service. Alright. What are we doing? This looks like it's pretty much a guaranteed exec tests at R8 pilots. I assume home one will be shit against Gauntlet plus Emp Shuttle plus ITB, right? I mean, really, what's it's like? We already know Rogue One wins with 3 ships only. So home one can't beat that. Do we really care about this matchup? And I'm gonna call on level 3 Truther. It's more about the bulk stats than about the level 3, but I definitely think it's the highest impact. Like, keep in mind that bulk only gives you 30%. Like, if you were really just confident and you just had like a level 3 bulk with really, really good base stats on top, then like, yeah, sure, I'm not gonna complain about that. That's probably decent. But I would prefer a cooldown reduction cron with better stats than a bulk cron with like crit damage or something like that. Is I guess what I would say. I mean, what do we earn if we save Profundity here? We just get like what, Profundity Mirror or something? We'll start fairly mild. I think concern with this matchup is exactly what we just saw, the tenacity of evasion up. So you can play this either drilling single target or AoEs. We have a lot of AoE pressure to begin with. Let's try AoEs. And the double dodge. If they didn't hit so many dodges, see, this is why. Like, would this have worked? Yes. But do you want the outcome of a match to come down to gambling like that? I don't think so. I could have just done profundity with 2 starting ships and 1 reinforcement, and we would have been chill. Like, I feel like using home 1 to efficiently undersize other fleets is where its true home belongs. Alright. That's just my opinion. What does this double up on? Ability blocker. No, evasion down. Yeah, like, we got RNG high rolled, but, like, fucking... It's still a deal with the devil. This was winnable. I don't really want to play it ever again. It went anywhere, right? Plan A. It's a pretty good plan A, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, is home 1 winning novel? Sure. This is better banners and fuck evasion up. Like, it is what it is. I could have called Robo in there, but whatever. That'll be the inside data for people to be like, it doesn't work, actually. You see, the win rate's lower. Love that for them. Alright. I don't know, man. Mace is going to be an ongoing project, and it's still just this... Like, Mace is on defense, and he's just like this weird fuzzy team that's like not hard to beat, but hard enough to like not be cheap. Or could I just use DR against him and been done with it, maybe? You do assist a fair amount, but you do also just wall them, I'd imagine. That might be DR there. Something against Screwdriver. Alright, let's go on to XCOW. It's stuck on updating. I don't know if I'm gonna have to redirect this. Oh, well, I'm waiting. The problem is if I do this shit, I don't know if this like changes the VOD title. That's the other thing I was always paranoid about. Logging queues are busy. Please come back later. We're aware of some issues with getting in-game plus ranked lobby access. Game will be done briefly starting now. We'll be back in a second. Well. We're finding a parking Honda owner. I don't think so. Hang on, let me tag him. Alright. Well, while I wait. Oh, they're looking. God, I'm struggling with those ones. Hang on. What are we doing? Well, I got a bunch of potential new toys here. On first roll, 5 more attempts, 1 stat at 4 that could go to 5. That would also give us juiced odds. I don't know, man. Do I just take this shit? I'm tempted to say no. Having it just be 25 plus 10% protection, though, like, wouldn't necessarily mind. Yeah, fuck it. If it was a worse mod, I would probably just gamble, but I think if anything, having this possibly go here would be lovely. I know there are some fresh faces. could have sworn there was more, but it might just be like up here for calibration. I could just do. Wait. Slice count equal for average slice quality at least 60 or 80. What do you prefer? Probably 60. We just do this? Wait. No. That is not a bad filter, actually. I'm saving this shit. Can't be mad at that. I mean, it's a shame it can't like sub sort by speed though. I wonder if hot tools can. But the varies like we done manually, right? Like okay, the line at 6 cuts off about here. Sure. Better. Not really the point of what we were doing, but sure. And not too much cheap shit. That 317 calls for you. Not really. I already have mods like that. Or is it? Yeah. It's not particularly impressive to me. It tends to act more as filler. Like, it's not necessarily god awful. Obviously, you've got SPDH. The fact that it's on a crit damage set means that you're interested in damage, which means I would like to have percent offense in that flat defense spot. Yeah, there's like catch up shit like this. The fact that it's the absolute minimum roll is so fucking brutal, though. Now we go with this. Technically, could fish for percent offense on this, which is not a priority. I know, you get the idea. All right, 2x scout check. Nope. This game is just getting absolutely slammed, huh? Well, much as I would like to stream some 2xKO, I would actually be better suited doing some testing, which I cannot stream. Use now as... Oh, wait, we can use the winning source as mod. Streamer luck abuse ran out. I'm sorry to say. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's just another 20. Alright. Well, that being the case, we'll just go do some testing then. Do one last try. What I'm actually in. I'm actually in, but emergency maintenance in progress. The platform is currently unavailable while we perform emergency maintenance. What does that mean? But it's here. It exists. Man, this is gonna be a fucking rabbit hole. This is gonna be rough to do today. I basically fucked up my muscle memory, but it's something that more or less needs to happen, I think. Yeah, it's something I wanted to do originally. Like, spacebar being jump is such a natural thing in video games that it doesn't actually feel that weird to me at the moment, but it's still just like, why did she attack back? Huh? Oh, W is start stop recording. Okay, that has to go. Like, I don't hate how it feels, actually. This means that I can, like... If I'm holding crouch, I literally cannot jump. That's a weird thing that I'm gonna have to get used to. If I jump, I just stand. So he has to input like very quickly after each other to super jump. I Oh, okay, there's a muscle memory fucking up. Oh my god. It was all hunky-dory until I started doing combos that I had practiced before. Oh my fuck, that, why is that so hard? I'm actually not sure if I want to make this change now. I'm trying to do the beginner combo, it just feels so weird. Oh man, I don't know. Oh, wait. I wonder if that works, actually. What do we need to do? That does work, actually. I did it wrong. Okay. Alright. Player minutes. The server's still down. I think I will just get out of here. Fuck, dude, that's gonna take some work. I basically am throwing out a lot of muscle memory that I already built up. But I came to the realization that I can't play local tournaments on keyboard. So I have to learn fight stick, and fight stick standard jump is on thumb. Which I could rebind if I end up really hating it, but I actually wanted to do spacebar jump anyway to begin with. So now I'm wondering. Spacebar jump would make some things easier, and actually might make some things weirder or harder. But I think would still be better. Because right now we have a thumb spare. We'll see. My fight sticks arrives tomorrow, so I'm just trying to accommodate today. But game's getting slammed. Game is too popular apparently. So yeah, I'm getting out of here for now. Gonna do some Delta testing for a little bit. And yeah. Be well. Enjoy the rest of your week. Later.